Oh hi, Sawman here, and once again I am back with another video. This time I'm about to declare my love for a brand new weapon. And I know it was just yesterday that I said I really liked this great spear, but holy mother of god, this weapon is awesome. What we are looking at here is Eleonora's Poleblade, and the reason it's so spectacular is because of the bleed damage. And bleed is very much the meta on this game right now. I don't know anything else which has had such a drive towards. Everyone seems to want to have bleed weapons, and boy oh boy, this has it. And the blood loss is pretty immense. I can imagine in PvP this is going to be quite powerful. But just even like how nice it looks, the actual speed of it, it is a really good weapon. I cannot like tell you how much I'm enjoying playing with this. It's like a Darth Maul cosplay right now. You are going to need 19 points in Arcane, and if you're wondering what Arcane does, it influences your discovery. So that essentially is like how often you find good gear, and it also increases your holy defense. And I think as well it stops you from being susceptible to instant death. So it's not a bad stat to have. It's actually quite a nice defensive one. And of course you are required to have high dexterity. With this weapon, don't expect to get it early on in game. It does take a little bit of work to get, but if you're still interested, stick around and I'll show you how you can unlock this amazing twin blade. So I'll show you where you need to go, but before you can actually fight this boss that drops this weapon, there's a couple of prerequisites. So first of all, you're going to want to be able to use the lift over here. If not, you can use a secret cave to the left. But if you can't use the lift, I'll tell you how you can unlock that. Then once there, you travel up the road and you head across this church here where you would have the boss fight. Now, as I said, there are some prerequisites you have to do before you can even have this boss fight. So let me tell you what you need to do first. So first up, you would have needed to have killed Bloody Fingers. He's a starting boss and drops a really good dagger, one which I still use to this day. So once you've killed him, there's actually a guy further up the river, just north, underneath like a little alcove thing, and you speak to him, and it basically progresses the story from there. Now this fight's really easy. I've got the video up, you can go watch it here, here's a link. That's step 1. Once you've done that, we need to do step 2. And the next boss you have to kill is in the academy. Now, it's quite easy to get into. There's a key you need to get before you can enter. It's just by these rocks here, guarded by a dragon. Don't kill a dragon, run past it, grab the key. And then you can go within the actual seal. Now, when you go through the seal, it will take you to another point, which is up here. When you do unlock the seal, which makes you step back enough to actually unlock it, you'll be presented with a big round courtyard, probably some bloody splatters, indicating that there's some boss or a fight here. Just make sure you get the grace point, and once you have that, you want to head right towards this seal here. You don't have to touch it, just walk directly past it. On the floor will be a red sigil which you can click on, and that will actually cause the boss fight. However, if you do carry on, there is an Elden tree, so just go grab that quickly and then come back. And essentially, once you activate this red blood on the floor, it's going to start a fight or an invasion. And that's where you got to help your mate out from before. The fight itself isn't that difficult, so once you have clapped this guy's cheeks, they'll drop something, nothing special, but then you need to speak to your mate again directly afterwards, who will progress the quest line further on. And you need to do these before you can then go ahead and do the actual boss fight you need to get the twin blade.
Oh, hi Mark.
As I said, you need to activate the lift of Dectus to actually get into this area, or you have to take the secret cave. Personally, I would choose the lift route because it's 10 times easier. But in order to do that, you need to get 2 seals. Well, 1 seal, but it's broken in half. The first one is down here in the south. You just need to go to this castle right here. Go to the top. There's a chest. Grab that. And the second one is actually in the far right area. It's a bit harder to get to because the mobs here are quite high level. But essentially, you can just run in, dash and grab. Okay, just come to this castle here. Once you have the seals, you can activate the lift, and I'll show you where to go from there. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, how do you actually get this bloody spear? So, go to the lift of Dectus and activate the seal. Once you do go up to the top, you'll be faced with 2 giants. Don't worry too much about them, they don't even chase you. Start heading north, just be warned that the ads here or the mobs are quite high level. I haven't really faced too many of them. I've tried to avoid them after a couple of bad run-ins I had. You can obviously stay off the path, just go along the grass. There is a tree here, so grab that and carry on. Obviously, I've already been here. But you shouldn't really face too much opposition. One thing I will say is there is no grace points around, but there is the statue down here, so if you do die, you'll instantly respawn right here. I would be lying through my arse if I said that this fight was easy. I died quite a few times just learning the mechanics, but honestly, if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, look, it's got a fucking dragon for a head. I used the blood dagger. I like it because the range it has, so you can interrupt certain abilities. I think they refresh the health at least once. Obviously, if you can interrupt that, great. But honestly, just go in there with a lot of stamina recovery so you can roll dodge or whatever build you're on. You can't use your spirit summons, so you are gonna have to do this yourself. I did try and contact my mate and ask if he could help, but unfortunately he was busy, so I had to face this alone. But I did do it alone, and that's the main thing. The key to this game is just perseverance and patience. Learn from your mistakes, carry on doing what you're doing, and you know what, if you keep dying, maybe change your tactics. It's always good to have like a backup weapon to use. But blood dagger, you can cheese it. Jumping attacks really work with this boss. I was surprised at how well they worked, and then eventually I killed it because I'm a god. And there you go. But in all seriousness, call your mate if you do have trouble. I probably would have done this a lot easier with my friend here. But if you don't have a friend, you can use the hunter ring. You can actually buy that in the round table place. So there you go. Don't always need to have friends. And with that, that's how you get the Eleonora Poleblade, which, as I said, is one of the best Poleblades going, without a doubt in my mind. Anything with bleed is top notch right now. And also, you just look like a complete badass using this. I can't wait to go into PvP and just have my foe fear the living daylights at me because I'm wielding a fucking dual blade. But anyway, if you do like the video, please let me know. Like, leave a comment. It all helps the algorithm. All helps me build a better community. And yeah, with that, I'm going to end the video. So I'll catch you in the next one, and peace.
Oh hi, Doggo here. Did you know that we now have channel membership? Sign up today. In return I will give you emojis. As a member you can also get special access to the Discord, where you are allowed to speak in the I Paid to Be Here channel. If you don't sign up, I'll find your nan and spit on her. Doggo out.